Get it.
What?
Get it.
Like-
But then again, common sense is not so common. That becomes the problem. And I think I
think that this is crazy.
right? Just a little bit, but
That's
it's okay though. Yeah, it's fine. You take your wipe.
Yeah, and
I know. People be crazy.
Oh,
We are back
we're back.
for episode 4.
Cuatro.
Yeah, in today's episode, less mortgages, more fun,
More tea.
more tea.
More entrepreneurial life stories. More everyday topics, I think.
Exactly. And we're actually going to do a little bit of a game.
Yes.
We're
We're
not-
not sponsored by them, but we should be.
Yeah, we should be. Amanda actually brought up the idea. I thought it was great, and I actually tested it out with my partner, and we had a lot of fun doing it. But there's so many different topics that you can go through. But I don't know. I'd be down to start right now.
I'm down. Did you guys learn a lot about each other that you didn't know before?
It's like there was half and half. Some
Okay.
things we already knew, so we're like, oh, we already know this. Skip that one.
Okay,
Next
sweet.
one. Next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's so many different categories,
Yeah.
right? There's ones for like friends. There's one for gossip. There's one for romance. There's dirty ones, whatever it may be. But hey, I'm Pat. This is Amanda. We obviously are the hosts of Dealing with Tea. And for those of you who have not watched our episode before, the whole purpose of this podcast is to talk about entrepreneurship,
Yep.
business, leadership, relationships, a lot of ships.
Yeah, a lot of ships.
Shit.
Real ships too.
Flamingo.
Yes.
We're not sponsored by it.
No.
Where do we want to start? So let's start with gossip.
Just because it's a little testy.
Oh wow, the first category. It is spill the tea.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
that's
that. And I don't know if you guys can see, but that's
I'll
like a
zoom in.
little spill the tea
Okay.
as the category.
Sweet.
First question for you. You have to answer for me. What do you think my type is and explain it in detail?
David.
Yes.
Okay. I think that your type goes a lot of ways. I think you're happily in love with your partner and like that's cool. But I think your type is different. It depends on personality a lot, I think. I feel like you like facial hair.
I like all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
do like a man that's scruffy.
I think you like a man, you know?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I think I thought I did. Like,
Okay.
yeah. Well, David, he's more like on a softer side of
Yeah.
things. Yeah, but I do like dominance to a certain level because I have a very dominant personality.
Yeah. I think you like someone though that lets you be you. And I think that's the most important thing. So
Yeah.
that could look any shape or form.
Yeah.
I don't think you would date someone shorter than you though.
No.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. And I think it's probably my own insecurity because I am only like, anybody who knows me, I'm only like 5'6.5".
Me too, I would
Ish. I
never.
have to add the half just because I'm closer to 5'7".
You're pretty much 5'7" with shoes on, so you're fine.
That's true. That is true. That is true. But hey, what you lack thereof, you make in other ways of like confidence,
Yes, personality.
personality, and confidence. Okay.
I think that's it.
So now, do I have to answer
Absolutely.
one for you?
Yeah,
what I
what's
think
my
your type
type?
is? Tall,
Yeah.
muscular,
Yeah.
hardworking.
Yep.
I always forget that you're married, and you just got married.
Yeah, it's my 1
Right?
year, like next week.
Wow. Oh, 1 year. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. That's 1 year married. Me and David actually just hit our 1 year too.
Yeah.
We had our whole anniversary.
I love that.
Yeah.
We have almost the same anniversary date.
That's hilarious.
No.
Cool. If you could get away with one illegal thing without ever being caught, what would it be?
Oh.
Murder, she wrote.
No.
Murder,
Hey, cheeky, bro. I don't have the heart to unalive someone, but probably like something related
Really?
to money.
You wouldn't? I would love to be like an assassin but never get caught if that was the case.
Okay, listen, I always want to be 007, like 100%.
Yeah, it's not like you have to
I'll
go
be a
actually like,
spy.
shoot them. You could even like, just be like an assassin by like drugging them. No?
Okay, so I shoot guns.
Yeah, see, I
Actually.
don't shoot guns.
Like for real. And like, okay, it's the same as you know how you feel when you drive really, really fast. And it's like the adrenaline. That's how it feels when you shoot a gun.
Okay.
So I don't know if I could live with taking someone's life,
Right.
but if I was a spy, 1,000% that'd be great. I would do that. I would be a spy. I would be like Jamesina Bond, if that makes sense.
Actually, you know what? I just go rob a bank. I would
Yeah.
rob multiple banks if that was the case. What's the wildest rumor I've heard of someone that I probably know? I don't know. I don't really like. I don't know. I'm sure there's rumors about me.
Oh,
I've been
same.
in the industry for like people talk shit all the time, but
Yeah.
I think that's just like when people are bored,
Yeah.
you know. But I always said like you can talk about me, but you better know how to say it to my face as well.
Exactly.
What you're gonna say behind my back, because when I do confront you, yeah, we're gonna have a few words that will be exchanged.
I agree.
Yeah.
We don't take shit.
That's true.
Sorry.
What was the question again?
The weirdest way you've gotten revenge.
Oh,
Best
the
way.
worst. I think that my way of really getting revenge, I don't like go for like tick for tack.
Yeah.
I do like silent treatment.
Oh, me too.
And it kills people because when I go silent with somebody, and if you've really hurt me, it can be like you don't exist in my world anymore.
Yeah.
So like if you are in a group setting with me or in a situation, if you see me around or whatever it may be, it just feels very, I think in my opinion or my observation of people, they feel more uncomfortable to be around me. But for me, I can just pretend like they don't exist.
Yeah.
And that is probably one of the best revenges I think I do,
Yeah.
but also at the same time, it's not a good thing either, right? Like I think by doing that, and I try not to do it in my relationship,
Okay.
right?
But listen, I'm like you. When I'm mad, I don't say a word. Like for that girl, I didn't talk to her
Yeah.
because I was just like, you're not
Yeah.
gonna have the satisfaction of actually getting a rise out of me. And like I give this. Trust me, I give the silent treatment.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that better than you saying things that make you sound like a douchebag and saying things you will or will not regret? I'm not gonna regret what I say.
True,
But like,
no, it's true. But I think
you
the
look
whole
like the bigger person. By
But
quiet.
isn't the whole silent treatment supposed to give time for you to reflect on things, to decide, okay, like, first I'm going to go silent because I need time for myself. Then I'm going to decide, am I going to engage or disengage with you? Or are you part of my life or not part of my life? That's how I kind
So
of,
where does it land?
in most situations, I'm a pretty forgiving person, I would say.
Okay.
But I'm not. I'll forgive you. I'll never forget. But I'll
Yeah.
always be cautious on trying to, I guess, reestablish anything.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I operate. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but you know what? Like,
YOLO, really.
yeah, what she said, YOLO. I haven't heard that in a while. Who would most likely get back with their ex? No. Once I'm done, I'm done. I don't
too,
like.
I've
I don't.
never.
I don't do the whole multiple breakups
Me
in
neither.
like a year.
I agree. So maybe not
Like
neither
I
of
think
us.
if you're gonna break up at least one time, just let it.
It's
Just
done.
yeah. And if you say you need a break, that's almost kind of like you might as well just done.
Yeah.
Like why? If you have to think about, like I think it depends on the situation too.
I disagree.
Right? But for me, and maybe for Amanda, one and done. That's how we see it. What's your definition of cheating?
That's a really loaded question.
There's so many.
Well,
What is the
physical-
worst of the worst? Between emotionally cheating versus physical cheating versus okay, is there a thing as mentally
I
cheating?
think mental cheating is the worst. Like
Yeah.
giving attention to someone that you shouldn't be giving attention to, or giving another person of your same liking. I get like not opposite sex because obviously it doesn't matter, but like
Yeah.
your preference, giving that person any inkling that your partner is available
Right.
or you're available. That's cheating. And I think that's the worst because like if to be honest, if someone I was dating slept with someone else, I could probably get over that depending on the scenario. But if you're like engaging with someone else consistently, that would be worse for me.
But wouldn't you also say that emotional cheating is actually could be worse because in order for you to get to that mental state of mind, you have to be emotional about it.
Yeah.
So maybe it is like the physical versus emotional, that then the emotional leads into the mental aspect.
Yeah.
Where you become the Lulu.
Yeah. It's
And
not
then you're
the
living
Lulu.
like, yeah, you're all infatuated and you're like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever, blah, 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 blah. But like, obviously, I think many people have been in relationships and sometimes we want what we don't have.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship, right? From that time you go into a relationship, you're like, oh my God, this is what I want. And then you think that is what you want. But then you see something that is different in another type of relationship or somebody else, or maybe you're getting a different type of attention from somebody. And then you're like, oh my God, I want that now. But then when you have that, what happens after the fact if you do move forward with that situation and then you give up the other one? Because then there's a part that says, oh, I might miss that, right? Happy and sociable.
Okay.
So for anybody who doesn't know, I got this like mood ring thing. It's not really, I don't think it's real. But
I think it's real.
anyways, you never want it to be fully black because black means that you're stressed out or restless. Everything else is like attraction, interested, which is pink, purples, purposeful, clarity. Dark blue is extremely happy. Blue is happy, sociable. Dark green is content, peaceful. Green is comfy, at ease. Yellow is creative and inspired. I have yet to see it
I
yellow.
was just gonna say.
Orange is curious and explorative. Red is high energy and excitable. So right now it is currently green and blue mixed together.
Have you seen red and yellow? Or
Yes.
oh, sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
When I'm dancing.
Oh well, yeah. So like it's accurate to the mood you're in. For real. It doesn't just change.
In a
color.
way, and I think it's because I think it takes like the heat from
Like
like
your blood
yeah. Not blood pressure, but like the heat or
Yeah.
how much like, because you know when you're doing something. Okay.
Speaking of to your point, before I forget, do you ever watch trash reality TV?
Define trash reality, like
So,
Bad
like-
Girls Club.
Like Indian Matchmaker?
No, I used to watch Bad Girls Club. I used to watch. What's the one with New York Flavor Flav?
Oh, Flavor Flav.
Oh
yeah.
my God! I was actually. Oh my God! There's a thing on a new show called The Villains.
Okay.
It's not new, but
Yes.
it's like season 3.
Yes.
And New York is on it.
Okay.
And so is the girl that was on Traders. I think season 2. Can't remember her name. Kate something. Drita from Mob Wives.
Oh.
She's on it. The rest I don't really care much about, but like New York, she should have like her own show. Yeah.
The reason I said that because you said 80% and then 20 is like you work in progress. Indian Matchmaker lady, she's like, you find 60%, the rest is okay. And like sometimes she goes to the girl and she's like, are you crazy? This man, 70% what you wanted, you don't want for 30. No. And like she fires them and like it's so funny. But like I don't
That's
think I could
hilarious.
compromise that much. Like I guess when you're in that
Yeah.
position that you have to hire a matchmaker,
Yeah.
maybe your life's gone to, maybe it's you know, like at some point you have to look introspectively. Maybe you're the problem.
Okay. If your camera roll went public, would you be able to run for president?
Yes, because I have a hidden folder. So everything that's not supposed to be hidden, you can take my phone and look at it. If you have to use your password and my face for the hidden folder, everything in there I could not run for president.
Pretty sure your hidden folder is in your camera roll.
No, but it's locked.
But it's still part of your camera. But your album. If they went
Okay,
through-
you know what? Honestly, yeah, because like
Okay.
it's who cares? Everyone's
So would you want to be president though?
the
like,
president.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that responsibility of that mess.
Well, I guess the question is like, yeah, would you want to run for president? Like,
You?
No, I would never want to run for president. I try to stay away from politics as much as I can, but
Yeah.
I do believe that we do require like politicians and this,
Yeah.
this and that in government. It makes sense, but just personal opinion. I get it, like why we do what we do, and yes, do I vote if that's somebody asks me? Yes, I do
Yeah,
vote.
you must vote.
Yes.
Like
I think if you have the right to, definitely do, because at the end of the day, it's not just about you, it's about the people.
Yeah.
It's about the future and whatnot. But yeah, that's that.
I think not voting is worse.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah.
anything.
I would like to be vice president. I would never be
Okay.
president.
It wouldn't be the face.
No, I would be, speaking in the president's ear. I think I'm pretty good at influencing people.
Yeah, that's why you're a mortgage broker. Among other
Exactly.
things.
Let's do some would you rather. Erase your worst memory or relive your best one.
relive my best one, and that's because if I erase my worst memory, I'm gonna do it again.
I would erase.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like, if it's no longer a memory, then I never have to worry about it. I mean, I never ever should do it again.
True,
You
but
would only have to do it again if you're thinking about it because it's still a memory.
but didn't that shape you into the person you are today? Your worst entire memory?
It does, but I'd rather take the challenge of a different life
Yeah,
than
so,
having to
like-
relive. I wouldn't like. I think some like yes, to parts of it where you're like, I want to relive all the worst times again, but also at the same time, it's like I also would not want to relive. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like it just comes down to like my upbringing, trauma, this and
sure.
that. I think that's where it stems from. Like, no, I would not want to relive that child again.
Me neither.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I would rather erase it
Yeah.
and hope for the best that I like. What do you do when you like get reincarnated?
Yeah. Reincarnated.
Yeah, and you come back as like I don't know, maybe I come back as a monkey. Yeah, monkeys are my favorite animal.
Okay, fair.
In addition to that, I used to have like this massive monkey collection
Really?
of toys. A while back, I used to like always want like I used to have like monkey pencils, monkey like I don't know toys. They had this one toy that like where you could turn on and the monkey would just like laugh and go in circles. I used to have like these like when I bought my condo and I moved from my other place, I said okay, you know what, maybe it's time to give it up. But like monkeys are still dear to me. But initially it used to be pandas. I still
Yeah,
love pandas,
yeah.
but monkeys, yeah, like hands down. I could watch monkey videos all day long. And I love chimpanzees.
Yeah.
And orangutans.
Anything in the monkey family?
Yeah, but some of them are really ugly.
Yeah.
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 Are you a Paul George designer fan then, I guess? Because he's all yellow monkey?
Who's Paul George?
He's the designer that does just monkeys.
I don't know who that
I'll
is.
send you a photo. Maybe it's your new brand. You're going to get a backpack with a monkey on it.
No idea. Would you rather never be able to leave your house or be forever homeless?
I like my house.
Okay, but you can't leave your house. And what if you run out of everything? You run out of toiletry, you run out of food, this and that. Like, you can't leave your house.
I don't leave my house to get those things anyways.
She's like, Uber Eats or Amazon.
Costco delivers.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about that. Wow.
But-
I'm having like a brain dead of a day.
No, you're not.
Just a little bit.
But we've had a really technical, difficult day today, so I'm very happy that we're still sitting here doing this.
That is
because,
so true.
That would have been enough for like
We have
60%
probably
people to
spent an
quit.
hour and a half on tech.
Yeah, like, what the Anyways,
And
question
here we
for
are.
you though.
Yes.
Does homeless mean poor or just no home?
Homeless. I think poor and homeless
Okay,
together.
then no. But like if it
Yeah.
was like rich and homeless, then I'm fine. I'll just go live in a hotel. Anywhere I want, anywhere in the world. But
We'll leave it as open
Yeah,
up for.
no.
Yeah, I would say house too. Now that we're talking about Uber Eats and Amazon Prime and like getting things delivered, or like I just like pay somebody to go get all that stuff for me. Like yeah.
the only thing that would suck with that is like the clients would have to come to my house if they wanted to meet in person.
Honey, we're living in 2026. How many clients do you actually meet in person?
Well, you'd be surprised. Like,
Uh-huh.
for example, we have a client appreciation event tomorrow, and I'm not gonna teleport. I can't hologram myself there.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But yeah.
But it's very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what you could do? Invite people to, say you're living in a house.
Yeah.
Invite them to your backyard and have a party there. This way you're still
Exactly.
in your house.
Exactly. There's so many ways around. Even
Would you rather be your partner's first love or their last? Well, I guess you're married, so he is your last.
yeah.
Mine would I would hope it to be my last.
Yeah.
I am like almost 40.
You don't look it.
I know, and he is 10 years younger than me.
Yeah. Also, you look the same age, so it's fine.
Well, thank you.
You do.
I try. It's sometimes all about the Botox. And you know what? I think
support.
there is nothing wrong with injecting yourself with things if it makes you feel good. If you want Botox,
Yo.
get the Botox. Let's not do it like when you're getting fillers. Let's not do it to the point that you no longer look like yourself.
Yeah.
Like it's to enhance, not to make yourself look like from Jenna to Janene. Okay, That like we're two different things.
I agree.
But I think sometimes people lose that. But I think like I'm all pro like getting LASIK and facials and blah blah blah. I think if that's what's gonna make you feel good, guess what? My body, my choice.
Yeah.
Let me do what I want to do.
Yeah.
If that makes me feel youthful and younger,
Yeah.
so be it, And maybe that's how I was able to find somebody who is 10 years younger than me.
Maybe.
By looking somewhat 10 years younger than me.
I'm pretty sure 90% of it was like you as a person, let alone your face, but it's okay.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, but
Look, obviously you guys got to know us a little bit more by those questions about spilling the tea and would you rather. But we also want to be a bit more on the serious side.
Let's
kind of talk about like the whole work-life balance, right? I think as business owners and entrepreneurs, trying to find that balance on how to manage the day-to-day, balancing your personal life down with your business. My question to you, Amanda, would be, how do you balance it? Like the way you balance your life today, is it any different than when it was 5 years ago?
Well, yeah, I'm married now, so it's very different. I don't. Okay, no, I lied. It's not that different. I'm still the great thing about being in a healthy relationship or in a healthy marriage is that you're still yourself with your partner. So you're not 50-50. You're all two wholes together, so 100 and 100. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, some days that other person will have to give you more than the other and so forth. It's never equal, but like you should come in as your own people. Yeah. And you shouldn't lose yourself just because you're in a relationship.
Agree.
That being said, I think in terms of like business-wise and career-wise, yes, my life is very different. So that's where that's really changed. If I was single in this role, I'd shift the times that I was available, I should say, as opposed to the way it is now. Because at a certain time, I turn off my phone, it's time to pay attention to my husband. And like, I want to do that, not because, there's no right or wrong answer. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, no, I think you made some valid points there, right? I think for me specifically, work-life balance has always been like an ongoing work in progress because there's so much that you are doing in life. You're evolving, you're changing, you have new people coming in, you have new people going out. That just comes with the premises of business. That's one, obviously, even same with friendships and stuff. I think the one thing that helps me balance things a little bit is making sure that I set certain expectations, right? Within business, and you guys know this, with the agents on our team, is that typically for me, I try to make sure that, hey, you know what? When I'm done for the evening, I'm going to be tapped out.
You literally said it's 6 or cut off to yesterday. So.
Yeah. And usually I will say, like, sometimes I'm available if I'm working late, right? But we do have long hours, right? There are times where I am working from waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I could be working till 11 o'clock at night, and then maybe I sometimes forget to eat lunch, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now it's dinner time, right? So there's that aspect of things. Obviously, I survive a lot on coffee. I'm like, I love coffee.
IV.
Right, so that's a big thing. But I think even in the relationship aspect, it's making sure that communication is there with your partner and making sure that you're setting those expectations, saying like, hey, you know what? This is my lifestyle. Initially, you have those insecurities because as an entrepreneur, you're saying, well, what if they can't manage? Now, I'm very blessed to obviously be with a partner who also understands long hours, who works in the healthcare system.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different, which is great. But I think when you can have that communication, I think that's you compromising with one another. But we do make time for each other. And anybody who knows me might think I'm a little bit cuckoo, a little bit crazy.
No.
I'm a calendar guy.
Yep.
I love setting things up on my calendar. That is how I run my life. A lot of the times, even my dog breaks for taking my dog Kobe out to pee or for dinner times, even if it's like a date night, it's just, even if I need to go shopping, right? Or recording a podcast. That is something that I have found that has helped me a lot to manage my life. Otherwise, I would be all over the place, right? Even with work tasks or deals, I try to make time for specific things. But I also know there's also me time, and people always ask but like the traveling aspect. I don't travel a lot. I am going to Italy and Milan in June. I just got back from a cottage. So, for me, it depends on what you like as quality time. And if I can spend that with the people I love and care, I think that speaks for itself.
Yeah. I love that you said you schedule your calendar to do things. 'Cause I
Yeah.
think that's so key, especially in like as an entrepreneur. If you don't have a schedule, what are you doing?
Yeah, my friends hate it because some
Oh,
of my
no.
friends, when they're like, "Hey Pat, we need to do this, or can we do that?" Have a tendency. I'll send them a calendar invite.
Yeah.
They sometimes will not accept it. They see it, they receive it, and they're like, they just hate that I do that because they feel that, they're becoming a task versus
Oh.
like me generally just wanting to hang with
Yeah.
them. But I think, when you don't, and everybody has a different perspective, right? When you're not in the person's shoes and you don't see what's going on in their day to day, I would say a lot of my friends are not entrepreneurs,
I was just gonna
right?
say.
And it can be different. If you're
Yeah.
working a 9 to 5, you're working for a corporation, it is completely different. Whereas, like, yes, I do have the control to set my own hours, but I'm also running a business.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your advice to someone who's considering becoming an entrepreneur?
Ooh. Have a business plan.
Yeah.
I would say, your business, and especially like a business plan, there are different types of business plan and depending on what you're doing, right? I think if in the industry here in mortgages, business plans are always going to change and they're always going to evolve because it comes down to economic changes, the market, and all of that, right? I look as a business plan as more as an accountability,
Yeah.
right? So you look back and saying, did I accomplish what I said I would do in the first 3 months, or maybe just 6 months, and then 9 months later, 12 months later, right? Because you're going to reshuffle and change things around, and because we focus on a center of influence in our industry so much of like who is your center, that center of influence is going to change.
Yeah.
But I would say having a business plan.
Okay.
Making sure you have financial cash flow coming
yeah.
in, so whether it is a business line of credit or personal line of credit, because in our industry, statistically, what we do know is that mortgage agents typically take about 3 to 6 months before their first deal. Now,
Yeah.
if you're somebody who is a social butterfly like myself or Amanda, you might get a deal quicker.
Yeah.
But it's not just about being a social individual.
No, it's
right?
not.
Because you also need knowledge, and the learning opportunity and curve. When you take the course, that is one thing. When you're doing the real job, that is another thing. We can all go to school and get university degrees in X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But when you actually get the job, it's not going to be the same of what you likely had learned.
Likely.
So see it the same way, because you are going to have to learn how to review documents. You are going to learn how to structure applications. When you take the course, it is not teaching you that.
Dollar for dollar. Whew.
The dollar for dollar. Okay, now dollar for dollar is a form of lead generation. I am a big believer in dialing for dollar, calling as many people as you can, reconnecting with them, checking with them, not just once every 3 months,
No.
once every couple of weeks, or once a month, whether it's email, whether it's a text, just saying, hey, hope you have a great week. If anything you need, give them a quick update on the market, what's going on. Say, hey, by the way, I noticed rates are dropping to this week so far. So if you have any clients, I'd be more than happy to help. Some agents make the biggest mistake by when they say, they hide behind an email. Why? Hiding behind an email is not helping you.
No.
Pick up the phone and speak to the agent and saying, hey, guess what? I have some amazing promotions going on today. Or this week that just came out. It could be a limited time, but if you have any clients, please feel free to reach out. Feel free to send your database of clients at X, right? Those are some key things that agents need to know. When you see something, that is your opportunity to reach out, right? It's not about, oh, well, I have them scheduled a month from now to follow up.
No.
Right? That's why we call it dial for dollar, right? But there's other types of lead generation. And some of those other lead generations, look, I get at least once a week an email about lead generation from other companies. I've done it in the past. Biggest waste of my time, biggest waste of my money. I spent almost $30,000
Oh my goodness.
just spending on that in a downturn of a market.
Really?
Was not the greatest experience for me. It can work maybe possibly in when the market is fine, an up market. But the other downfall is whether that lead generation company is qualifying the lead for you or they're not qualifying the lead. And that's what comes with money, because these are typically about 3 months to 6 month programs, and then you can either keep on paying. If you can get 1 or 2 deals out of it, then in most situations it's worth it. But something that's very key, and this is what I had learned, the conversion rate of these lead generation companies is about 0 to 3%.
Really?
So ask yourself, if you're somebody who has a lot of money sitting there, maybe $5,000 may not mean anything to you.
Fine, fair.
Sure,
Yeah.
right? Because you could do one large deal of probably roughly around, 600,000, 700,000 and make that money back,
Yeah.
right? But always be careful about that. I think at the end of the day, if we're so focused on people finding us the leads through like these Facebook ads or landing pages, you're not doing yourself a favor. You're doing yourself a disservice, because guess what? You're taking the concept of relationship building, which you need to ask yourself, why are you a mortgage broker or a salesperson?
You got to do the work. Like, you can't just, I'm going to set up a lead funnel and then people are going to come call me. That's not how it works. I'm not going to trust someone who just, let's say I have to buy a car and I Googled and I went to a funnel and then this person, it shows the amount of care and time someone puts into getting to know their clients, as opposed to, I have this one number I'm going to call today. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Speaking to realtors on the phone instead of sending an email works so much better than sending an email. Like, to your point, right? Like, you don't know tone through an email. You don't know intent through an email. You don't know the person. You don't even know if this person speaks English well through an email. Do you know what I mean? So it's very important. I'm a people person, so I love like, hey, are you free? Can we chat for a second? And like, build your credibility. And I think that's a really strong practice that a lot of people don't use. Like, you have to practice being said no to. Like, it's okay that someone says, hey, I'm fine. You got to be okay with that. And I think that's the part where you start to build your thick skin, and that's how you learn to build relationships as well.
Amen, sister.
Yeah. Anyways.
No, I think those are some like great tools, great tips for, we obviously talked about a lot of things today. We got to talk about getting to know us.
Yeah.
Us. We got to talk about if you're looking to become somebody in the industry of mortgages. We talked about work-life balance, business. We just talked about what it's kind of lead, being a new agent, what you're going to expect if you were to come into this industry, entrepreneurship. Yeah.
Talk about plastic surgery, which I love.
Oh yeah, we talked about plastic surgery. Yes, Botox is key for me. Yeah, one day facelift. We'll get there if I need it.
But
yeah.
Thanks for listening.
But otherwise, this is episode 4, which I think we've done pretty well so far. We want to make it more fun and enjoyable. If there's any ideas anybody would like to suggest, please put it in the comments or send us a DM. We're open to it. Thank you for watching. If you liked our video, please give us a like or a thumbs up. Comment below.
Subscribe, please. Share it with your mom.
Yeah. Until then, toodaloo.